Hi and welcome back, my name is Emily. In this video I will create a card using a stamp set from Miss Ink called Fall Bouquet. I will color this in with my Copic markers and I will use around 3 shades for every image that I will be coloring in. And I have picked out a couple of the colors here that you can see on screen, and they are like a pastel palette. And I know it's fall and I know that you can't see like that many bright colors, but I picked a couple of ones that I think you actually can see at fall. So this is a really light purple one, and I will have a coral colored for the big flower there, and I will also have one other. This is actually 2 different types of coral colors that I will be using. So you can see I'm using some of my markers here and just creating this really soft flower here, and for my rose there it will be a little bit of a darker color, coral color, I'm sorry. And if you're interested in knowing which color combinations, just give me a comment. I think I have listed a couple of them, but not all. And I just picked out a couple of colors that I thought looked good together. So for example, this is R32, and I believe I will go in with R10 later on in this palette as well. And yeah, I just went around, colored this in, and this was my darkest color. You can see I'm just putting it near the base of all the petals, and then I will go in with a lighter one, and this was actually RV11, so a lighter one. And yeah, I can see that this has this more of a coral tone to it, so really like this. And I went back in once more with a darker color, and I will fill everything out. And I'm sorry, I can see now that I'm twisting my paper a lot. I hope you don't get nauseous when you look at this. I sped this up quite a lot as well, so I hope you can get a grip of it. I know that not everybody like when I have coloring bits in my videos, so I try to skip ahead as much as possible. So I also created like the down part of this bouquet as well, and then I will create my background here. I'm going in with some distress colors. This is the Lucky Clover. I'm using my blending buddies from Trinity Stamps. I am in love with those brushes. I use them in nearly every project. If you follow me, you know that I am obsessed with them. And you can see, I can see on screen here that it looks a little bit splotchy when I am doing my ink blending, and you will see when I turn my paper that it will get even more splotchy because I don't have any ink put down, so it will create a couple of harsh edges there. But don't worry, I will fix that in a moment here when I'm going and spritzing some clear water on top of this and just dabbing the excess off, and I'm using my finger as well and doing that as well. And then I went in with some black splatters. I'm just using a black acrylic paint that I have in my stash, watering it down, and when I'm done with this, I am taking it all to the sink, cleaning it up with some warm water, and I'm doing that immediately so I don't ruin my acrylic block or my paint brushes. And you can see here I cut it down with a stitch panel from Lawn Fawn, and then I'm just adhering everything flat down into my card base here. And this is a standard A2 size card base. And you can see here, this is the moment where I decided that this card needs a little bit more of a bling to it. So I will go in and I will sheet, actually. You can see here I spritz my flower as well with some shimmer spritz here. But I didn't think that was enough, so I needed some more of that bling. So I will go in and have a gold edge to my card panel. And since I had already adhered everything down, I couldn't just put a piece of solid cardstock underneath as I would have if I had done this or noticed that I needed something more before I adhere everything. So I'm just taking small strips of gold glitter paper, and this is also a good way to save your cardstock. And you can see I don't think anybody could have like seen that I had sheeted that way. Since this was so small strips, the edges went together really nicely, and you couldn't see that, and I will show you in the close-ups in the end as well. I don't think you can see it. So I'm putting some foam tape to the back of this just to create a little bit more dimension, and I'm also creasing the edges of my flower bouquet here. I'm raising up the sentiment, and this sentiment also comes from the same stamp set. And that finished off this project. I hope you liked it. If you did, I would be so happy if you could consider subscribing to this channel and also giving this project a thumb up. I read every comment, so if you want to leave a comment, I will be happy to read it and answer you and get back to you. And until next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye!